This is a book talk on Stolen Children by Peg Kehret. A summary of the book consists of Amy, a preteen who just lost her father, takes a babysitting job to earn some extra spending money, and while watching Kendra, a toddler, she is held captive for ransom in a remote cabin in the woods. Four big ideas within the book are grievance. Amy lost her father previous to the kidnapping, and throughout the book, she's grieving his death and coping in unhealthy ways. Responsibility. Amy was put into a position of control and responsibility, and it was a life and death situation, so she was required to take things into her own hands and use survival skills to save her own life as well as Kendra the toddler's. Bravery, they had a frightful experience, and this brought out the brave girl inside Amy. And coming of age slash the turning point, a major obstacle was overcome throughout the book at such a young age, and this urged her to be able to get over the guilt she had with her father's passing and transition into a young woman. The major themes were that were drawn out in the novel Stolen Children by Peg Kehret include persevering through hard times and coming out on the bright side, as well as using major obstacles and the strength to overcome, such as fuel, and to continue living. So for the first quote, it's found on page 121 of Stolen Children by Peg Kehret. No matter how sad you feel, plan something special that you want to do each day, even if it's only taking a bubble bath or watching a movie. Set a date to visit a friend or order a book you want to read from the library. Always have something to look forward to. This quote presented signifies a turning point in the mood of the book. It's very lighthearted, and the tone describing the ways to cope and persevere through sadness and setbacks with small things and simple joys in life like seeing friends or taking bubble baths and relaxing the body. Kehret includes this quote to influence the theme of bravery and moving on. Throughout the novel, the main characters are knocked down and taken for an unfortunate trip, and although Amy and Kendra make it out, it doesn't prevent feelings of grief and anger from arising, as well as stress towards life. Including this quote allowed the reader to understand the goal of the author and the novel overall. The second quote I have is from page 21 of Stolen Children by Peg Kehret. Sit here, Kendra, Amy said, patting the center of the back seat. You get to wear a seatbelt today, just like the big kids do. The quote that I chose as my second one exemplifies Amy's quick learning and adaptation skills, even in a dire situation, such as kidnapping. She's inhibited with motherly protection and comforts Kendra. She shows how responsible she is through the way she cares for Kendra and puts her first and uses humor and other ways to distract the toddler from what's really going on and deflects her attention from the kidnapping and puts it on small things that are going differently for Kendra to keep her focus away from what's really going on. Despite only signing up for a night of childcare, she's dragged into a ransom kidnapping and must take the life of a toddler into her own hands. Although unprepared for this circumstance, she does an extremely good job of looking out for herself and a young child. My book review of the novel Stolen Children by Peg Kehret receives an overall 5 out of 5 stars due to the suspense and mystery surrounding the kidnapping, as well as the twists and tactics used by the author to draw the reader in deeper following every page. The fast-paced plotline allows the mystery to unfold and be solved in a timely manner without being overdone or boring to the reader. I really enjoyed reading this book and was honestly extremely interested as I turned each page, and it's one of the things I really liked about it was I couldn't put it down. So, two other book suggestions that I have for readers of this book are Abduction by Peg Kehret. It's another book that readers of Stolen Children by the same author might like, as this story follows a young boy named Matt and the family dog named Pookie being kidnapped. So it's along the same lines of the book of Stolen Children. And The Face on the Milk Carton by Caroline B. Cooney. Another fiction book relating to the topic of missing children and kidnappings. This book follows a young girl who sees herself in a missing persons ad and begins questioning her entire childhood and family. It again falls along the lines of kidnapping and Amber Alerts, which I find extremely interesting. Anyways, thanks for coming to the book talk about Stolen Children by Peg Kehret.